Hello, class. This is Teacher Sarah. She is sick today, but she is bringing you nonetheless the magical world of the Nickelodeon era of film. You may remember from last week and our discussions there that it was mostly about the development of the technology side of film with all the different kinds of scopes of um, different cameras and projectors that were being developed. This week is more about the development of the literature side of film and the development of story. We had a little bit of that last week, especially with like the trip to the moon and those very exciting, fantastical stories. But this week is a little bit more realistic, thanks in part to the wonderful director D.W. Griffith. And now some context of Griffith himself. Griffith was a failed actor and writer. He was working for the film company Biograph at the time of his, discovery, and he wasn't doing so hot, so he sold them a few stories. Looked over the stories, liked them well enough, asked him if he'd like to try directing, and he said, "Don't fire me if I'm not good at it." And he tried it. Got a crash course in how to use a camera, all that goodness. He tried it. He made a film. It was within budget. They said, "That'll do." So he started directing. He apparently had a very natural knack at it because he started directing. His films were popular. They were successful. And he more or less made the company. Within 5 years, it was quite profitable. He was doing great things for them. Nonetheless, the company still had the same problems as before. We don't want invention, or we don't want intervention. We don't want films that are longer than 10 minutes. This is back when companies wouldn't even release the names of actors because they didn't want their actors to get popular. They didn't want the following to be off the actors. They wanted the following to be off the Griffith proved that longer films could be quite commercially successful. He made a 3-hour film with Birth of a Nation, which is just insane when you consider that films at the time were 10 minutes long. It was wildly successful. He put around $110,000 into making the film, and it yielded, I believe, around $14 million. It's incredible. Really opened the eyes of producers at the time that larger movies, the audience loves them. The film itself was quite controversial. He has some extremely racist views going on in that film. However, the film itself is just clean enough storytelling. It was successful, it was popular, people had never seen anything like it, they were interested. His next film, however, did not enjoy such extreme commercial success. The Mother and the Law. That had 4 different storylines, very stream of conscious, kinda weird, extremely expensive, and immensely unsuccessful. It came out during a time of pro-war, and its message was pro-peace. So, bad timing on his part. Rather too bad. He spent the rest of his life in debt trying to pay off the financial misfortune that was. One YouTube clip I was particularly interested in showing you was of Lillian Gish and Dorothy Gish, her sister, 2 of the actresses that Griffith used routinely. It's from Orphaned in the Storm. I like this clip because I think it shows just how much acting went on in silent films, since you don't have a lot of talking, even though you do have those inserts of words in between shots occasionally. I thought it was really interesting to show Jen for the acting that goes on, because even though it is kind of stylized and cutesy, it's really not that bad of acting. You've got some nice facial expressions happening in there, so enjoy the Another clip that I wanted to show you was from Charlie Chaplin's famous table ballet when he dances on a table. I thought this would be interesting to show you some of the comedy that happens at the time. This is a famous clip, and also I think it shows how actors brought a vaudeville experience onto the film. And I also think it's interesting because of the Edison clips we saw of the ladies dancing, where we talked about how that was performance versus acting. I think this is a nice combination of both performance and acting.